Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dr. Lena Michaels. I'm going to do a tarot and angel card reading for you and a guided meditation. I want to mention that I'm doing this virtually now because before COVID we were meeting in a room and it was a full room and everybody went really deep and they laid down and the whole room was filled with people lying down. It was really great. And we had the lights dim. It was a really cool environment. But then COVID hit, and so I started doing it this way. And these are available 24/7, and for right now, there is no charge for them. So I hope you take advantage of listening to as many as you can and enjoying them. And once I started doing it at my house here, I got the guidance to pull cards because when I was in a room with everyone, I didn't need to pull cards. I picked up the energy of the room, but I'm just here with my cat, Luna the meditation cat, who will probably make an appearance. And I got the guidance to start choosing the tarot cards again and using them. I've been using them since I was a teenager, for many, many decades. So I got the guidance to start using them again, and they are the roadmap for where we're going to go in our guided meditation. I never know where we're going to go. Nothing I do here is it's not pre-rehearsed, it's not pre-written. Occasionally I'll read something, but most of the time I don't. I just start releasing the energy of the day, and what that looks like is my eyes kind of water, my throat gets dry, I have a tendency to swallow, maybe cough, and I do a lot of yawning like this. And the yawning is because I am releasing energy so that I can better channel and pull down information that is relevant to you who are watching and listening. This is for you who are watching and listening. So I hope that you will get some clarity, possibly some direction, possibly some substantiation from the cards that are drawn. I do suggest that you think of a question or a situation or a dilemma or a challenge and keep that in mind so that when the cards are pulled, they make sense to you. Also, I would like to mention that watching the reading and hearing the card reading takes you into a deeper place so that when I get into the guided meditation, you go very deep, very quickly. Someone mentioned to me the other day that they are concerned because they have thoughts in their mind when they listen to my meditations and that they wish they couldn't, wish they could just focus on what I'm saying. Well, the thing about that is the brain is designed to think. And so your mind is going to be thinking. Even long-term meditators, I've been meditating for many, many decades. I still have thoughts. Everybody has thoughts, okay? It's not whether you have thoughts or not. It's if you focus on the thoughts. So imagine you're sitting on a hill looking at the freeway and you just see a lot of cars going by. You don't focus on any of them. You just see them all going by. Imagine you're looking at the sky and there are clouds. You're not focusing on one particular cloud. You just watch the clouds roll by. And that's what you do with your thoughts. You just allow them to roll by, okay? So don't worry about that. If you start to nod out, that's not a problem either, because your subconscious mind is going to hear everything that I say that is relevant to your belief system. So, I'm kind of talking fast right now, but you will notice that when I start to go into a trance, my voice changes and I start to talk slower. So that's going to start to happen too. Okay, so I think I've done my spiel. I just want to talk about one thing. This is going to be a short chat tonight, and we're going to have a longer meditation. Someone was saying to me earlier that they want to get more in touch with their spirits so they can get more guidance and, can I help them open up to their spirituality? Not their religion, their spirituality. There's a difference. Religion is one thing. Spirituality is a connection to a higher energy that is non-religious, okay? You can call that energy whatever you want to call it. God, universal energy. Okay, the releasing is starting to happen now. You see, this is what happens. And my throat gets dry. Oh, shoot. My God, I just spilled a bunch of water here all over my cards. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to take a little time to take care of this. This is very relaxed. This is just me in my living room, okay? Whatever happens, happens. And I'm gonna have to actually get up and wipe this up a little bit. Okay, so let me do that. And then I will come back and be in front of the camera and pull the cards, but I don't want the water to create water stains on my table here, because this is an antique table that I'm putting the cards on. And I lay the cards out on this table so that they're like a road map, so I can see them. And so I kind of look over at the table and just kind of see them, so that I can see where we're going to go in our guided meditation. Okay? So boy, I spilled a lot of water here. So let me put this back and come back in front of the camera again so you can see the cards as I pull them. Yeah, kind of a big mess here. Okay. All is well, all is well, all is well. Okay. Coming back around again. Okay, here I am. Let me get this all set up again. Here we are. Okay. All right, nice and centered a little bit. Okay, so, alrighty, well, there you have it, right? You know, as they say, stuff happens and you just kind of have to roll with it. So that's what just came down, is just be in the moment. Anyway, what I was talking about was, I'm just wiping these cards off here. What I was talking about is somebody was saying they wish they could be more open to spirit and guidance, and what can they do because they're not feeling that connected. Okay, if you have a friend, this is actually, let me get this a little different. If you have a friend and you really don't talk to your friend that much, you just call your friend when the shit's hitting the fan and you really need some help with something, that friend is not going to be that available to you after a while. Think of your higher self, think of your spiritual connection, think of what you're connecting to, a higher energy, a more evolved energy, a more omnipotent energy, a beneficial, benevolent energy, and think of it as a friend. And if you don't really spend time with that friend very often, the friend is not going to be as available to you as if you had a relationship with that friend and interacted with them on a regular basis. So you have to interact with your spiritual self, your higher self, on a regular basis. And you have to talk to your higher self. Or if you want to think of it as God, Buddha, Jesus, whatever, doesn't matter, whatever you want to call it. You can call it your higher self, you can call it whatever. But that energy, I'm pointing up because people usually think of it as up there. That energy is like the ocean and you're like the raindrop. It's the same material, okay? There's just more of it in that bigger omnipotent being than there is in this one right here. But think of yourself like a telephone. That's why I think of myself. I'm a telephone. I'm just transmitting the energy. I'm just a channel. I ask to be a channel. That's another important point. Ask. Ask to be a channel. Ask to have the guidance come to you. Ask to have the connection. If you don't ask, you might not get it. I mean, it's there, whether you want it or not. It's there whether you're aware of it or not, but you can make it more obvious to you and use it as a stronger guidance tool if you have a regular more releasing, what can I say? If you have a stronger relationship with it, you have a stronger and more clear guidance tool, okay? And everybody gets feelings. Everybody gets those gut feelings. You have to follow up on them. You have to follow up on them. I want to share something with you, okay? The other day, I was coming back from seeing my mom. She's in Hollywood, okay? And it was evening and I'd been in town for a few hours and I was kind of tired and I thought, yeah, I'm just going to go home, you know, now. I got on the freeway And as I'm driving, I hear, stop at this certain place in Burbank, which is, a place where there's live music and people dancing. And I thought, well, I really don't want to stop. And why would I stop? And why would I go in there alone? It's like, 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night. I was just at that location recently for a seminar. I may have actually said this last week, okay? I may have told you this last week. I just had a deja vu that I actually shared it with you. But anyway, so I went in there. I followed the guidance. I kept thinking, no, I don't want to do that. But it kept coming strong, strong, strong. So I went to the location. I parked about a half block away, and I walked in, and the very first person I saw was someone that I used to know years ago. And we spent the evening catching up, talking, dancing. It was great, okay? That's an example of just following the direction. Follow the gut feeling. When you have them, don't dismiss them like they're irrelevant. Don't dismiss them like they're stupid, because you're basically closing the door on guidance. Whereas if you welcome it and then you give thanks afterwards for having received that guidance, you'll get more of it. It's kind of like when you focus on how little is in your bank account, it seems like there's less and less. When you focus on how abundant you are and how grateful you are, it seems like there's more things to be grateful for. You see what I'm saying? So that's one way to connect with your spirituality, is to, number one, ask. Number two, have a relationship on a regular basis where you interact with your spiritual self. And number three, spend time alone so that you can really get clear on feeling that guidance come to you. All right. That's all I want to say with that. We're going to go into the guided meditation. It's going to be a longer one tonight, okay? Let me have some water here so I don't make a mistake and spill it again. Oh, and I wish I had a tissue. And I don't, because I use the tissue to wipe up what I'm doing over there, but maybe I can do it without a tissue. I'm probably going to need one because my eyes are going to start watering. So I have to get up again. Sorry about this, guys. And get a tissue, because I use the other ones to wipe up the water that I spilled. See, my throat's getting dry too. You can hear me, I'm kind of croaky, right? That's what happens. My voice gets kind of croaky. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's get down to business here, okay? And see what's going on. Now, think of a question that you have. Think of a dilemma. Maybe write it down. Try and remember it, okay? Let me pull this in closer so you can see the cards. Well, okay, there we go. Think of a question, a dilemma, something you want clarity on. Think of it right now. I'm thinking of one too. See, my eyes are watering. I'm yawning. It's like, ugh, my God. But it's okay, because I know what it is. I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm yawning because I got to clear the energy out so I can better share with you what might be helpful to you. Okay, here we go. All right, got your question? Remember it. Oh, Alexa, resume. I had turned her off for a moment when I was checking the sound before I turned the video on. Okay. All right, so we're asking for guidance, clarification, explanation, and substantiation, whatever is relevant to whoever's watching or listening. Whenever they watch or listen, you will find that the cards change almost when you listen again, because they will make sense in a different way when you listen again, because they're magic. I like magic. I like magic. I like seeing the magic of life and the connections and the things that happen when you just stay open. When you just stay open. That happened to me this evening, actually. I'll tell you about that just very briefly. I was at the Apple store for hours because I had a technical issue that had to be taken care of. And then I was going to go see some friends play music. But I needed to eat something. And when I was going to see them play music, there wasn't food. So I thought, I'm going to have to stop someplace. And I thought, well, let me go. Where could I go? I went to the health food store, grab something. And I heard in my head, go to Lazy Dog, which is a restaurant in the Valencia Mall. And I thought, no, I don't know if I want to go to Lazy Dog. I don't know that I want to eat anything in Lazy Dog. I haven't been there in ages. But I found myself walking to Lazy Dog. Okay, it was kind of the opposite direction of where my car was, but I followed the guidance. I walked into Lazy Dog, went straight to the restroom, came out of the restroom, and this woman stopped me. She was sitting at a table with another woman, and she started talking to me, and we had an instant connection. It was great. I sat down with them, the two women. I was going to get my food to go, but while I was ordering, they said, hey, have a seat. So I sat down. We had a lot of great stuff in common. We laughed. We had a great connection. And then a guy that they knew had, I guess, been in the restroom or something, so he came back over. And the three of us, the three of them and myself, we had a great time. And my food came. And so I took the bag of food. And while I was waiting, another woman who used to come to our meditation class showed up. And that was great to see her. I haven't seen her in a long time. And that was wonderful. And then I got my food to go, and I told them where I was going, and I said, hey, you guys want to come? And they were, oh yeah, we want to come. They didn't know where the place was. They were actually from Orange County. They didn't even live here. They were passing through. They had done something up north, and they were passing through and stopped to get something to eat. Well, we had a blast. It was really fun. We went to where my friends were playing, and we danced, and we laughed, and we talked, and they met my friends, and it was great. It was really fun. That would have never happened if I ignored go to Lazy Dog Cafe. If I ignored that, thought, nah. I did kind of go, nah, but it kept coming and coming and coming. So I went to Lazy Dog Cafe, and it was a wonderful, spontaneous, serendipity kind of thing. It was great. So you open yourself up to wonderful, magical interactions and experiences when you stay open and you have that relationship and you listen to that guidance. When you listen to that guidance, magical things happen because you'll be led to places and to people and to make connections. Just stay open. But also make sure that you affirm that you're divinely protected so that you're not going to be in harm's way. So there's a difference between staying wide open and naive and being open to experiences that your guidance is giving you hints about. So now we're back to the cards. I'm going to cut them one more time and take the top card. Think of your question. Okay, well, this is the death card. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Sometimes people get scared. They go, oh, the death card came up in the tarot. It's not a bad card. Okay, I'm going to take the next one. Okay, there's that. That's a Wands card, 5 of Wands. And I'm going to take one more. Aha, this is the World. We have 2 major arcana cards here. I'll tell you about them in a minute. My nose is running too. Oh, it's always something, right? All right, so let's talk about the Death card. This is a major arcana card, okay? So is this one. Major arcana cards have a lot of punch. They have a lot of meaning. They kind of have a lot of pixels, I like to say. They hold a lot of information. So let's look at this card, okay? We see a Pope in yellow. We see a skeleton in armor on a white horse. carrying a white flag. We see a young child here looking up. We see a key. We see an older gentleman laying flat. Okay, an older person. We see a crown laying on the ground, possibly off of this guy. And we see this person over here who is looking the other way. Okay, this woman. So when you look closely, you see a lot of things going on here. You also see the skeleton is smiling, and he's got a red plume. And you see there's like 2 buildings right here, like a castle with the sun coming up or going down. The sun is shining right there. And this is a 13 card, okay? So let's talk about this. This card, by the way, this white horse looks like it's ready to go somewhere. See that? And the bridle right there has crossbones and skull heads, okay? There you go. Okay. What's happening here? Okay, first of all, this Pope right here is wearing yellow, which is the color of the solar plexus. This little boy right down here who's looking up at this being is wearing blue, which is the color of the throat chakra. This woman is wearing white, and she's looking sideways. And right in front of her is a rose, which is the rose, and also there's a rose in her hair. See? The rose is the flower of the magician. I was just talking about magic, right? Okay, so this older gentleman who is lying down here, the crown is falling off, and the key is by the little boy, okay? Okay. This is about the death of the old, okay? This is about the death of the old, and a lot of people don't like to let the old ways go because it's familiar to them. So they want to keep things from the old protected, okay? So this is the armor, protecting the ways of the old. The old meaning the familiar habits, the familiar relationships, the familiar things you do, which may not be helpful and which may be impeding your growth and may be stopping you from expanding your consciousness. The banner is a white banner, okay, in a black background. Nothing is actually black and white. Everything is shades. This yellow Pope, this is the color of the solar plexus, which is a power spot. It's your power chakra. The key is, see the crown fell off? The key is let go of the false pretense. Let the old expired ideas, interactions, relationships, and behaviors go. Just let them fall by the wayside. See, fall by the wayside. With the innocence of a child, keep your mind open, keep your eyes and ears open like I was just talking about. And there are certain keys you can use to expand your consciousness. One of them is simple. Spend time every day quietly and just breathe, okay? You don't have to have any kind of secret mantra. Just breathe. Notice your breath going in and out. Now, the horse is white and it's ready to get going. See, it's ready to trot. Ready to trot. So this old stuff is ready to move right on by. This old stuff in your life is ready to move by because the sun is shining and things are going to be great. Okay? Stay connected to your higher self. Okay? Don't be afraid to look at what needs to be let go of. Don't be afraid to look at what needs to be let go of. She's looking in the opposite direction. Okay? So that's what this means. Also, this is red, okay? The plume is red. Red is the color of the root chakra. It's about being grounded. Be grounded. Be centered as the old passes away. And let it go. just let it go. It's kind of a celebration. Let it move on by, okay? All right, now, next card, 5 of Wands. Wands are creative cards, and they're air, okay? Now, this can be read in a lot of different directions, okay? This is about fighting for what you want. What do you want? It's about fighting for it, okay? Defend yourself. See this guy right here? This guy's wearing red, very grounded. He's defending his ideas. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're trying to create, because this is a creative card. See the sprouted wands here? Don't let anybody tell you what you're trying to create is not valuable, or it won't work, or, why bother? Defend your ideas, defend your creativity, defend your guidance, defend your direction that you're getting to move and be kind of pushed and guided in the direction that your higher self wants you to go. So this is taking action. These are all men, all males. Male energy is very yang. It's about taking action, okay? So take action, defend your ideas, be creative, and move forward, all right? There's that. Then we have another major arcana card. This is 21. This is the world. This has come up recently also. It's like you got the whole world in your hands, okay? You've got a lot of balance here. There's an eagle, there's a human being, there's a lion, and there's a ram, okay? So this is fire, this is earth, this is air, and this is a human being. And guess what human beings are mostly made out of? Water, okay? She is divinely protected in this beautiful green wreath here, which is the color of the heart chakra. She's got a scarf around her that is purple, which is your highest chakra. And she's got no pretense. Remember? Drop the pretense. See the crown down here? Dropping the false persona and just letting it all go, okay? And here she has let it all go. No clothes, all right? No false persona, no covering. Just wow, lots of releasing. Just be who you are. Just be who you are. And know that you can create magic. Balanced, okay? Well, those are pretty cool. All right, I got them lined up here. And I'm gonna quickly go through a couple decks here. And I'm looking at the clock. All right. Give us more explanation. Think about your question now. More guidance, more verification. And here we go. Oh, healthy lifestyle. Wow, this has got a lot of green in it. That's heart chakra. And this is Archangel Raphael, who I actually have a big poster of in my bedroom. And when I have my office, which I let go of in February because I was never there, just working with my people on the phone. So I let my office go after 3 years of not even being there. But I had a big picture of Raphael above the sofa where people sat. So if they were sitting like on a sofa like that, right above them I had Raphael. Because Raphael is an angel of healing, and I wanted them to be under the energetic frequency of a healing angel. I also had one of Michael right above them too. I had two, one of Michael and one Raphael. All right, Archangel Raphael, let's talk about what he has to say. He is saying, look at this caduceus. That's what the doctor sign is. See, he's holding a caduceus. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimum health. Now, you will be able to channel guidance more effectively, and it will be more clear if you take care of your body. That's just the way it goes. You abuse your body, you deaden your body with bad food, carbohydrates, complex carbs, a lot of sugar, alcohol, drugs, whatever. You deaden your body like that, you deaden your perception. you diminish your ability to receive information. Just saying. I mean, I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying that's the way it works. So if you want more clarity and you want more guidance, clean up your act. Bluntly, that's kind of how it works. The more clear you are, the more guidance you get. But you have to be grounded, okay? You can't just be like, woo, out there. You have to be grounded too. 1 foot in spirit, 1 foot on the earth. That's what I always say. Okay, you are co-creating your health by following your inner guidance about lifestyle habits. I give you inner nudges to improve the way you eat, or to exercise or rest more often. My prodding isn't to nag you or rob you of pleasure. Rather, my urgings are in response to your prayers for higher energy levels, increased well-being, weight loss, and a happier mood. When you take excellent care of your body, your outlook and your self-esteem naturally blossom. Raphael is heaven's physician, and he prescribes preventive and curative medicine in the form of divine intervention and guidance. I love this. In the former, he swoops into the situation and surrounds it with his emerald green healing light and love, and the situation is instantly healed. But in the latter, which is actually more common, which is the divine guidance one, that's the one that is more common. Raphael will give you intuition and hunches showing you how you can help with your healing and balancing. You can ask Archangel Raphael to come into your life and give you guidance, You can, just like a friend that you don't talk to very often, have him be a friend that you talk to. Just reach out, just ask. Raphael, please come to me, give me guidance. I'm open to hearing what I can better do to be a healthier, more vibrant person. Lead me to the people I need to be led to so that I can find a connection with the right person who I trust, who can help me. That's when people find me, that's what they tell me. They say, I don't know, I was just looking for somebody, or they say someone told them about me. They say, I'm just looking for someone, and I came across your name on the internet, and I just kind of started feeling a resonance with you, and I want to work with you. That's how they come, and that's what they say. So the people that come to me are kind of at a higher vibrational frequency than a lot of people are, because they're more in tune with their guidance, and when they see something that resonates with them, they act on it. So that's just kind of an interesting thing, They're already, the people that start working with me are not living on junk food. If you're watching this, you're not either, actually. If you're watching this, you're already on a light path. You're already wanting to accelerate your consciousness. You're already wanting to be the best version of yourself that you could be. You're more awake. If you're watching this, you're more awake. You're not a sleepwalker so much. A lot of sleepwalkers out there. All right, I'm gonna go to this one next, okay? And I know I said I was going to do a long meditation tonight, but you know what? When I get the guidance to pull the cards, I got to just follow it like I'm telling you to do. Just follow the guidance, But I'm not going to shuffle much because the cards want me to read them quickly. So here we go. Oh, stay. Stay. You know what? If you're trying to figure something out and you're looking for guidance and you don't have a clear guidance, stay. Just stay in place until you're clear about where you're going and what you're doing. Just stay. Look at these beautiful angels sitting there on that cloud. I'm going to read to you about this. Stay. Just stay. This card guides you not to run away from a troubling situation. Whatever it is that's going on or challenging you right now is something you need to experience and learn from in this lifetime. There's an aspect of this situation, however unpleasant, that's not yet complete. So the angels ask you not to make any extreme moves right now. Just stay in place. Just wait until it's clear. While this may seem like the exact opposite of what you hoped you'd hear, please know that the indigo tools and lessons you acquire, these are indigo angels, the indigo tools and lessons you'll acquire by persevering will serve as priceless assets to you later in life. Someday, you'll see this situation as clearly as the angels do now, and you'll know that when the time to make a change comes, the signs will be undeniable. You know that thing you were wondering about? That decision you were wondering if you should make? That direction? Just stay in place for a while until it becomes glaringly clear what you're supposed to be doing, with whom and where. Indigos, just a reminder, are anyone who feels that they need to be of service to humankind, to the planet, that incarnated at this time of life in our planet, that incarnated right now to be here watching this, is an indigo. If you're watching this, you're an indigo. You're probably very empathic, probably very intuitive, and probably want to be the best version of yourself you can, and probably into wanting to accelerate your consciousness as fast as you can. I get it. I totally get it. Hello, my fellow indigos. Okay, now I'm going to go to another deck, and this is the last deck I'm going to read from. It's going to be fast because I want to get going here. Remember what I told you. This part takes you deeper. It starts to take you into your archetypal subconscious mind, so that when I start the guided meditation, you go, bam, nice and deep. Okay, probably deeper. That's one of the other things too with the person who was saying that they fell asleep, or that they were having thoughts. You know, if you start with this, it starts to take you into a place where you're more ready to go deeper. So allow, and even if you fall asleep while I'm talking, it totally doesn't matter. I won't be offended, and I don't care. It's just for you, okay? All right, last card, here we go. Fresh air. This came up a couple weeks ago, and it was really warm in here, and I said, I'm gonna get up and open the back patio door because I want some fresh air. And the next card I pulled was that one that said fresh air. I thought, you can't write this stuff, right? Love it. Okay. I'm gonna read to you about fresh air, and then we're gonna get cranking here. Fresh air. See her? There's a child again. The innocence of a child, the curiosity of a child. She's beautiful, isn't she? Wow, fresh air. Here we go. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. I have to share one more story with you guys after I read this. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. The angels sent this card to you because you need some fresh air. You've been indoors for too long, and your body and soul crave oxygen. Open the windows in your home and office to air them out, or go outside yourself and breathe deeply. If you live in the city, make an escape to the country as soon as possible to breathe some much-needed fresh air. Keep plenty of live plants in your home and office to ensure a steady circulation of oxygen. Exercise indoors. Get some sunshine or travel to a sunny place. Spend time around trees or plants. Reconnect with nature. Bring some fresh air into a stale situation or relationship. Okay, I think you get the gist of that. If you don't know what to do about a situation, sometimes the best thing to do is go for a walk. Or if you're angry or upset or frustrated, go for a walk. You'll breathe the fresh air and your mind will clear and you'll see things in a different way. Here's what I want to tell you. I talked about flowers. Okay. I am in a Facebook group with people that I don't know, and we are there for a certain purpose. It's a certain kind of Facebook group. And there are people there that I don't know. And one woman posted the other day, and she said, I have a beautiful garden full of flowers, and I want to make a bouquet for someone. Father's Day is coming up, so I want to do a bouquet for someone who wants to remember their father or remember a father. And I heard in my head, David, who was my partner and I knew for 50 years, who was also my husband, but we separated, but we stayed very, very close. We were family. He passed away last September, okay? So when I saw that, I heard in my head, I heard David's voice say, reply to that post, comment, and say you would like to have the flowers. He says, I will give them to you through her. So a lot of people were saying, oh, I'd love them for this, I'd love them for that, and I'd love them for this person, love them for that person. I thought, well, there's a lot of people that want them, but I got the guidance, let's see what happens. So I wrote to her, I wrote the post, and I said, my ex-husband passed away last September, and this is the first Father's Day that he will not be here. And the last Father's Day we spent with my son, our son, and it was the most wonderful Father's Day for him. He said it was the best Father's Day ever. And it was our last Father's Day together. And my son is not here right now. He's out of the country. And so I will be alone this Father's Day. And I said it would be wonderful if I could get the bouquet, because it would be him giving the bouquet to me through you. Well, within about 15 minutes, she sent me a private note. She says, the bouquet is yours. When do you want to come? And she texted me her address. And I said, I'll be there in 30 minutes. So I drove over there. I'd been cleaning the house and working, and I looked like a bum. I mean, I had I think I had a dirty t-shirt on and, baggy pants and a baseball cap. And she said, I'll leave them on the front porch for you. So I drove over to the address. It was about 8 minutes away. And on her front porch was this beautiful little glass vase with these gorgeous flowers. And they were fresh cut from her garden, and they smelled amazing. It was such a beautiful bouquet. And from the moment I wrote that comment, when I got the guidance from David saying, comment, I'll get those flowers for you. This is the first Father's Day without me. Even though we weren't a couple anymore, we were together every Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, Christmas, holidays, everything. Our son's birthday, everything. And I started crying when I wrote that post to her. And I couldn't control it. I cried all the way over to her house. And when I got that bouquet, I got in my car and I was literally sobbing. I was just sobbing. And I said to David, I said, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this bouquet. It was so thoughtful of him to do that through her. And it took me a long time to stop crying about it, because it was profound and poignant and touching and sweet and amazing and magical. And it just brought me to my knees in tears. So that's the story I wanted to share with you. And reading the card, when it talked about the flowers, being around flowers, flowers make me happy. I like to have live flowers around. They make me happy. And so now it's time for us to go deeper. So make yourself comfortable. And I suggest you lie down. I'm keeping my eye on the clock right now. I suggest you lie down and shift around a little bit and get yourself comfortable. Close your eyes. And know that you can shift your position in any way you want to at any time. And here we go. See if you can make yourself 5% or 10% more comfortable. That's it. This is your time to let go. This is your time to relax. This is your time to release any concerns, any worries, any frustrations. This is your time to connect with a deeper part of yourself, a higher part of yourself, a part of yourself that wants to have a relationship with you, that wants to communicate with you. Because that part of you is connected to a greater, more powerful energy by any name you choose to call it. That benevolent, helpful, loving energy permeates everyone and everything, every living thing. It wants you to have all of your dreams and desires, all that you want in your life. It wants you to be healthy, happy, loved, and to love. I'm going to count backwards from 5 down to 0. Each count will allow you to go deeper. Each sound of my voice will allow you to go deeper. Each breath that you take will allow you to go deeper, easily and gently, letting yourself go, knowing you will go only to the depth and the level that is perfect for you, safely, naturally, comfortably, and easily. Beginning on the count of 5, allowing your scalp to relax and your forehead. Feeling relaxing, calming, soothing, loving energy starting at the top of your head and moving down over your face, the front of your face, the back of your face, the back of your head. Letting go even more as that beautiful, healing, soothing energy moves down over the back of your neck, the front of your neck, coming down into your shoulders on the count of 4. Easily, gently, and comfortably. Feeling your shoulders letting go, your upper arms letting go, your elbows letting go, your forearms, your wrists, hands, and fingers. Feel a tingling sensation moving through your body now, starting at the top of your head, coming down through your arms, coming out your fingertips. See if you can feel that energy, or sense that energy, or imagine or visualize that energy coming out of your fingertips. As we move down to 3, that wonderful, comfortable, healing energy is moving down your torso now. From your collarbones, down through your chest. All the organs in your chest. All the organs in your torso. Balancing, smoothing, regulating, being revitalized. Any sounds that you hear, allow every cell in your body to resonate more clearly with healing frequencies. Your entire torso relaxed. And we move down to 2. The large thigh muscles are relaxing now. The knees, the calves, coming down to 1. The ankles let go. The bones in your feet, the ligaments, the muscles, the tendons, all relaxed, all letting go. And in a moment, you'll hear a tone. When you hear the tone, allow yourself to go even deeper as I count from 1 to 0. When I count from 1 to 0, in a moment, you will hear the tone, and each tone will carry you deeper and deeper and deeper. Beginning to let go now, beginning to move deeper, go deeper, drift deeper, going from 1 down to 0. Feel the ecstasy of being able to let go. Letting go as best you can, just by imagining that it's happening. Nothing is forced. Nothing is pushed. Your mind knows how to let go. It just needs quiet time to do it. Letting go more and more. Drifting and floating. That's it. Drifting and floating. Your body is comfortable. You may feel that you are slipping out of your body. That's fine. Your etheric energy may be slipping out of your body, but your body is fine. And there is a silver cord from the navel of your physical body to the navel of your astral spiritual body. So if you feel like you're slipping out, it may feel a little bit like you're falling asleep. It's totally fine. Allow whatever is going to happen to happen. That's it. This is a time for you to feel very open, to let yourself drift and float, and allow seeds to be planted that will manifest in the very near future, and some that will manifest later, and some that will manifest immediately. And as you drift and float, you become very receptive to positive energy and to direction, and to clarification for the question that you asked, the question that you have about that thing that is facing you, about that situation a challenge. And drifting deeper. It's time to let go of the old. The things that don't work anymore in your life. The situations. The career. The job. The living space. The relationship. The negativity. The drama. Let it all go. You don't need it. Let it all fall away so you can move forward into your higher self, into your greatest vision of what you can be, do, and have. Defend your creative ideas. They're yours. You have them. You've been given them. You've been guided to them. Allow yourself to have them and to defend them. You can be what you like. Let go of the personas. Let go of the false self. Allow yourself to be truly your unique and wonderful, amazing self. Your health is high priority. Be very aware of your health, what you eat, how you sleep, how you exercise. If you have a decision coming up and you're not sure what to do about it, stay until the direction is clear. Just allow it to be and unfold. It will, and you'll know just what to do. Get some fresh air. Clear your head. For taking this time for yourself. I honor you for having the respect to know that you deserve to take this time for yourself. You are in a select, chosen group because you know how important it is to take time for yourself. Listening to this video takes you deep and allows you to let go of the things that you no longer need, that no longer serve you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Thank you for showing time with me in this dimension. I look look forward to being with you in this dimension once again. I see the light in you, and you see the light in others. Many blessings to you, and namaste.